So like when I heard about CAS, I I decided to go to the White Cross, and I asked if it was able, if a 16-year-old girl could go on the ambulances and volunteer, and they told me yes. And then you did a lesson like explaining what CAS is, and there was posters that told about White Cross and other types of like the blue or other. And then I said, yeah, that's what I want to do. And there was Anna Conti or Lucrezia Ferrazza, and I got along with them. So it was also a way to meet them sometimes. And it was also made the volunteers more enjoyable also.
Now, I've just invited Chiara because she also did a first aid course. Hello, Chiara.
Good morning.
How did the COVID emergency stop your CAS activity?
So being underage, I could not continue with my ambulance volunteering because my ambulance organization, which is Croce Blu Castelletto, could not take the responsibility for me working and helping. And so I could not help directly the Croce Blu, but I could still be in the group chats and listen to them, help them in some ways. But I could not directly go there and help them.
And you, Carlotta, did the COVID crisis interrupt your volunteering as well?
Yes, but then my mother was a bit tough on it, but she let me go like in the summer sometimes. So I continued. I stopped when the pandemic started, but then I continued to do some volunteering in the summer, and then I stopped when school started again. So.
So I started in MIP2, so I was 12 years old, and it started because one of my friends that was in MIP3 told me that was a great activity to do. And in that period, I was shy and I wasn't able to talk in front of many people. That's why I decided to challenge myself with the MUN activities. And from that moment on, I started going to conferences. I attended many conferences. I went to trips, like I've done one in Netherlands and one in Portugal. So that was a good thing because I knew many more delegates from many places. Then I have created 2 conferences this year with my Moon Club because I started as a staff member. Then I became a delegate chair, and as last I became Undersecretary General. The kindergarten project was a really nice project that we started in December of last year, so 2020. I decided to start this project because I really love to work with kids. In fact, my personal project was on kids and kindergarten. So this was another activity that I could do with the passion and love. We stopped in February due to COVID, but I would like to go on and carry out this project maybe in the future, because I really love working with the kids, and that's the great thing, to see a smile on their face when you're working with them.
And so I went back to the owner who I knew from the elementary school, and just asked him what I could do and how to do it. And he just said I could go on Fridays afternoons to help them with the homework.
And did you know what you were doing? Was it easy to help them, or were there some things you had to ask help to do?
it was easy for some parts, and other parts, for example, for me, helping doing Italian homework, I was a bit concerned of my own Italian knowledge. So yeah, but it was fine.
In MYP1, and we had to, as a service activity, we had to sell tickets for the lottery to our neighbors, but not our parents and family.
No,
that would have been too
easy. Exactly. I remember.
In MYP1, we painted the benches of Villa Croce. Was interdisciplinary subject, and it was a class.
It was with
English and
art and design.
Exactly. Okay. And didn't we do some cleanups as well in some different parks?
Yes. In
Yes.
Where did we go together?
In San Lorenzo.
Now, Martina doesn't live in Genova. She doesn't know the name of all the different piazzas.
Piazza Matteotti?
No.
No, Piazza Rossetti.
That's it.
Piazza Rossetti. Ah.
Yes.
We asked to some students to collect and give us toys that they didn't use anymore.
And we set up market of toys where the teachers and the students came and bought all the toys. And later, with thanks to Make-A-Wish, we did even a lottery. We managed to make her dream come true. In fact, she went to the Natural History Museum in London and to the Harry Potter Museum, and we managed to buy the dream.
CHAI, which is the association that helped us with the adoption of my sister, to the permission to sell products in my school. I kind of did an advertisement in which I explained what CHAI was and how my project would have worked, and then I started all of the steps, which is now the third year I do. And this year was a bit more complicated because of COVID, but the procedures were different, but I was able to work out the project anyway. The first year, it was a success, meaning that I didn't expect so many people to agree and collaborate with my project. The second year was, I think, great. And the third year was, I don't know how even to explain it. I am delighted that it went so greatly, because we collected, I think, around 1,500 euros to donate to CHAI, which is, I think, a lot.
Fantastic. Yes. Excellent. And what does your sister say about all of this? Your adopted
my sister isn't like, my sister is, let's say, little to understand, but she came to Milan to collect all of the panettone. And I remember she said something like, wow, are we going to eat all of this stuff? And we were like, no, not us. And then we shortly explained what we were going to do with all of the panettone. And she was happy.